everybody, and welcome to this Active-HDL video. My name is Chantel, and I'm going to be going over the Assertion Viewer window. The Assertion Viewer window in Active-HDL is a useful viewer that allows you to watch PSL and SVA assertions and covers during simulation time. This viewer is unique only to Active-HDL, as no other HDL IDEs, like Quartus, have this feature. So to get started, for this video, I'll be using the transmission controller sample design that you can find in Help, Open Example, and under Assertions Designs. And I'll be using the PSL VHDL design for demonstration. In this sample design, the assertions and covers have been embedded into the state machine diagram. And before initializing the simulation to get to the assertion viewer, I need to make sure debug is enabled when compiling. For this video, I'll just be using the run debug do script, but without a script, just head over to the design settings and make sure the compilation settings for the desired language has debug enabled. In the sample designs run debug.do script, it already has command lines for compiling with debug, setting breakpoints for an assertion and signal, initializing simulation, and generating a waveform view. Also notice the view assert command line. This command macro is what you'll need to use in a script or in the console window in order to open the Assertion Viewer window after simulation has been initialized. Other than that, you can just open the window by going to View and then Assertion Viewer, or just click on this symbol here. Now I will execute the script to run the sample designs test bench. Now I'm just going to make a few adjustments and split the view between the FSM and the waveform. And now we have our Assertion Viewer window here on the lower side of the screen. This Assertion Viewer has two tabs, one for assert statements and the other for cover statements. Right below the blue title bar is the status bar. For both assertions and covers, you can filter these statements by hierarchy if you have multiple sources initialized for your simulation. You can also filter these statements by their statuses. You can choose to filter assertions by their type of failed or passed statuses, and by their values such as being active, inactive, disabled, or killed. For covers, you can filter those by their type of covered status and their values, just like assertions. Both assertions and covers display their name as well as their symbol. As you may notice, the symbols next to their names have different colors which represent different information. Right now, both assertions and covers are gray since I didn't run the simulation yet. Now, after clicking Run once, the symbol colors changed. All covers start red since the cover conditions haven't been met yet at current simulation time. And we can see for assertions that there are two types of green status symbols. The difference is that the green ones with only an outline checkmark and not a filled checkmark are the ones that passed vacuously. There are other colors that this symbol can have, as well as the cover symbols. With each assertion or cover, you can also click to expand and view their signals. The assertion or cover clock has its own special symbol. Both signals and assertions or covers have information for name, hierarchy, type, and value, but the rest of the column data remains empty for signals. To display different data in the viewer, right-click on the row of column data names, and from there you can customize the columns you want to view. For assertions, you can choose to display a plethora of data, such as active, where it displays how many assertion threads are active, fail or pass logs to show whether the assertion is configured to print log messages, different types of counts based on assertion evaluation, source or library references, and many more. Covers have less data that you can display, but the general idea of the information is the same. Like, log is similar to the pass or fail logs of assertions, and the attempted or cover counts are similar to the attempt, failure, and pass counts. If you want to edit the properties of each assertion, just click on the desired assertion and then right-click to go to its properties. From there, you could choose what types of passes or failures you'd like to count, as well as logging them, setting an action when an assertion fails, or setting a limit on how many times something occurs before the assertion is no longer evaluated. For covers, click and go to a desired cover's properties. Then you can choose what types of covers are enabled, as well as logging them and assigning an action for when it is covered. Aside from properties, this window also allows you to set breakpoints for both assertions and covers, and even signals. Now that we're familiarized with the Assertion Viewer, I'm going to run through the simulation for a bit. You can see that the data display changes, like the counts and the last event time, and the assertion simple color. The covers are still displayed in red though. But now, at 185 nanoseconds in simulation time, the console window has displayed a message indicating that a cover condition has been met. And see that the cover mentioned, which is on line 78 of the source file, is now green. And that's basically it for the Assertion Viewer window. Again, Active-HDL is the only IDE that has this feature for assertions. It can be really helpful during the verification process. Thank you all for watching.